Well, good afternoon, everybody, and welcome from a rainy North Florida today. Great to see you, as tonight we have fun with Funkos, and we got some cool Funkos to look at tonight. This has been about 3 weeks in the making, trying to get tonight's put together. Yes, Minifan says, howdy from soggy North Florida. It is very soggy here. Not as soggy as California, though, I understand. Hey, Lena, good to see you guys tonight. Hope you and Sam are doing well. We're going to be looking at some of the Funkos that have been released for the 100th anniversary of Walt Disney Studios. There's some really cool ones that have been coming out, and this last month has been a big. You sound off. Why do I? You sound like you're in water. Really? Oh, hold on a minute. Hold on a minute. I know what it is. It's this Funko camera. I've got to turn the. If I got to turn the sound off. Okay, I am trying to fix this. Thank you, Lena, for letting me know that. Every time I have this Funko Cam, it messes with the sound. I don't know why it will not let me edit the sound on this. Dun, dun. Let me see if I can pull it up and see what you're talking about. Sound on this. Dun, dun. Let me see if I can pull it up and see It's clear on my end. Does it sound better? Yeah. It's clear on my end. Does it sound better? Oh, I see what you're hearing. Yeah, you're hearing this other mic on this other camera. That's what it is. Here, I'll see if I can. Huh. That's really weird. Normally, I have a volume control over here on this camera, but I don't tonight for some reason. That's really weird. Normally, I have a volume control over here on this camera. Okay, so it's sounding okay. That's really weird. Normally, I have a volume control over here on this camera. Okay, yeah. So it's sounding okay. That's really weird. Poor Susie. Okay, how does it sound now? This is really bizarre. I don't know if it's like feedback or what it is. Okay, so Lena says it sounds better than it did. I wonder. I wonder if the USB. Nothing like troubleshooting. If the USB. Nothing like troubleshooting. All right, I think that's got it. That sounds right on my end. If that sounds good on you guys' end. All right. Well, now I've got to figure out why the stream has just. Oh my mercy! I don't know. Welcome to my world. All right, there we go. All right, all right. Sounds better than it did. We'll go with that. As you see, the sun is shining behind us now a little bit, but it's still raining. And so I'm glad we didn't end up at Disney this weekend. We were thinking about going since this was Rebecca's spring break, but we were going to go in 2 weeks instead. So we're going to put it in combo with a family reunion. All right, so hopefully that sounds better because it actually, interestingly enough, it is not running off of the this camera's microphone. So yeah, yeah, okay. So all right, we'll go with that. All right, so tonight we're going to be looking at Funkos for the 100th anniversary, and they released several of them this month. There are more of the. Hey, Kelsey, good to see you tonight. Several of the new ones have been coming in. The Princess ones specifically have been coming in. One of the ones that's been in hot demand has been the Aurora. I kind of thought it would be Cinderella because Cinderella is kind of recapturing that transformation of her dress, but it's the Aurora one that has really gotten a lot of attention and that I have tried to get 3 different times. Amazon keeps giving me a fit on that. They keep wanting to delay the order so that I'll go. I pre-ordered it. This is okay. I'll go vent for a second. This is a thing I've been having to watch with Amazon. A lot of the Funkos, when Amazon releases them, they release them as pre-order. So you pre-order, which means it price locks, right? So I price locked Aurora at like I think it was $12. That's normally what they are. Okay, when it came out, pre-ordered, price lock, $11.99 or whatever it was. So it was about 2 weeks away from release date whenever I got an email saying, hey, it's probably going to be later than this delivery date. You can modify your order, whatever. And okay. And then the next time, then it came to the release date. I was supposed to get it back on the 15th, and it didn't come on the 15th. So on the 16th, I get an email from Amazon that says, oh, by the way, your order is being delayed. It's not going to be received in time. We suggest you basically cancel the order. Well, it's because it's acting as if they are out of stock. Well, if I go in Amazon, it's in stock, could be delivered here in 2 days, but it's $18 or $15 rather than $12. And so they'll want you to cancel the order, reorder it for the higher price. See, so as long as when you cancel the order, you give up that price lock. This would be the 4th time that has happened to me. The other 3 times it's happened to me, I've talked to Amazon directly and told them that this is, one time was one thing, but definitely after 3 times, that's a pattern. And so I have had them, when I called them, I said, you will give me the price lock price. I'm not paying the new price because they can see on my order history that I had pre-ordered it. So I'm gonna have to do that probably with Aurora as well, I guess. So it's kind of crazy. You've had this happen. So yep, it happens with these pre-orders. That's when this happens because when you pre-order something with Amazon, it price locks, and that's where they want to get out from under that price lock. That's exactly what it is because the Aurora Funko Pop has been, like I said, surprisingly in demand, and I guess it may be because it's tied to Disneyland, maybe. But it's been in demand. So the others are coming right through the circuit. I got who did I get the other day? I got Elsa the other day, and I think this next week Cinderella's supposed to be here in Tiana. I have no problems with them, but this is 3 times now with Aurora. Not to mention the 3 times before with other stuff that I've had that happen too. So if you would, we are actually Walt Disney World pass holders, Kelsey. That's a great question. We're actually Walt Disney World pass holders, and so if you'll call Amazon, and I'll be calling them again because I got an email yesterday. It was basically like, oh well, you know what? I you might want to just go ahead and cancel it and see. Like I said, they act like it's out of stock. Well, it's not. It's in stock. They're just wanting you to pay $3 more. And I know it's only $3, but it's $3, but it's the point. And if it wasn't that this is a pattern with them, so just keep in mind when you pre-order anything that this is a game because it hasn't just, and it's all for me, it's always Funko Pops because I pre-order Funko Pops. So this will be number 4 that I've had to go to Amazon about. So anyway, we'll see how it goes. So anyway, several that have come in, I want to share with you today, and I've actually have finished the Mickey and Friends series. I finished that one. I'm going to show that whole series in its entirety next time. I've got it, and the Princess series is finished, and now we are working on the 100th. So we got all kinds of things. First of all, I want to show you the 100th mini. Okay, let me get this in here. Let me add this to the stream. This is the what's called the Facet Mini, and they're releasing a Facet Tinkerbell, which looks really cool. These are meant to be like a jewel that have been fashioned like a gem. It actually has a little base, but I think she stands okay on her own, if memory serves, because I had her out. Yeah, she stands okay on her own. but you can see how she looks like she's cut, like a gem. It's called a Facet Mini, and the Tinkerbell one, by the way, Kelsey, you would really really like. The Tinkerbell one I think is cooler looking than the mini one. Crazy Catwoman, good to see you tonight. We are doing great. We got moved to the new place, sold the old one, and got a car. Nice. Fantastic. That's Hey, anytime you can sell your place. So where are you living now? You guys coming to Florida? So yes, you will love the Tinkerbell one, Kelsey. You just go online and type in Tinkerbell Funko Pop 100th or something. I think she's like $12.99. I think It looks like. Okay, don't quote me on this because I wasn't prepared for talking about Tinkerbell. I think she is a Funko exclusive, but do not quote me on that. But anyway, so this is Minnie. This is Facet Minnie. I show her to you now because she will be going to Susie's office. So uh, she will be going to be part of Susie's collection in her office. So anyway, that's really really cool, and she's really cute. She's very shiny, which is neat, and she is, of course, her Funko Pop number is 1312, and she is part. You see the Disney 100 logo up here, and then she is a Funko exclusive. I got her from Funko directly, but she's really really pretty. And we like traditional Minnie. And that's one of the things that I really liked about the Mickey and Friends series is the fact that they're all traditional. They have a traditional look. They're in their traditional apparel, which is really really cool. I finally have Goofy and Pluto in their traditional. Pluto just has a collar, and Goofy is in his regular wardrobe. So I have those on there. I have too many to count. I actually collect my Tinkerbell. Oh, that's awesome! Tinkerbell pins are great. You'll have to show us your. You have to take a picture of your Tinkerbell pins and put them on Instagram. That'd be really really cool. Crazy Catwoman says Dothan, Alabama got very little for the old price, but enough to get a run around car. Well, there you go. Good for you, Dothan, Alabama. I haven't been to Dothan in probably 12 or 13 years. Went up there to get a church bus one time. Oh, Dothan, Alabama. All right, next one is part of the Princess line of the 100th birthday series, and this is Elsa. This is Elsa. Now, one of the things is on the back of these boxes, it shows you the image that the Funko is attempting to recapture. For lack of a better term, she is really really pretty, and the Aurora one, the Tiana one, the Cinderella one, they all do the same thing. It's kind of like a capture moment, and these are really nice. I really like the way Elsa turned out. She's very pretty. I like her stance. Instead of her just standing straight, she has her one foot out. She has her right foot out. But as you can see, it's a little. Some of these are a little harder to see without really looking at it close. But you can see the icicles there on her dress, if my camera would cooperate. And you can see that she has snowflakes imprinted there in her hair as well. But you see there's a lot of glitter in her dress. Okay, so it kind of has a swirling motion, and then she has icicle in her hand, as you can see there, and then she has an icicle in her hand under there as well. Let's see if I can get it. There it goes. Cooperating a little bit more. But these are really pretty, and they're very glittery. They're not glittery like the gold collection is, but they still have glitter to them, which is really neat. But I like her. I think she's really nice. I only have one other Elsa Funko Pop, so she's kind of nice to have in the collection. There's a lot of detailed sculpting in her dress. It's kind of hard to see that texture. This is a really good camera too, but it is just not wanting to cooperate. You can see the sculpturing there in her dress. It gives a little bit of texture to it. There. It's wanting to focus on me instead of her. So there you can see the icicles and the detail in her dress. So I was really impressed with this one. Honestly, she was my least favorite of the four. I thought, but she turned out to be very pretty. I like the way she looks in person better than I like the way she looked in the pictures with the release. So if you're a big Elsa fan, you definitely want this Funko Pop. I'd actually get this Funko Pop over the standard Elsa Funko Pops because I just think she's a lot prettier. There's a lot more detail in her dress. So that's really cool. So her dress, like I said earlier, is capturing this moment where she's building the ice castle and she has the icicles there on her hands and around her wrist. So that's what it's capturing there. So this is Funko. So the Elsa 100th anniversary Funko Pop is Funko number 1319. So that's a good one to have as part of anybody's collection for sure. Let me see. I've got to catch up on my chat here. Elsa Frozen, yeah. Sam is making dinner. He is making ramen with some spice. It's so good. Hey, ramen is awesome. It says, let me have you tried the onion salad toppers and chicken ramen. Oh, that sounds good too. I need an intervention for Pinterest. I put center worth of craft supplies. Card for one craft project. Good night. Wow. As long as you make the project, keep it clutter free, you're good and keep up the bills. Yeah, crafting and clutter go. Yes, they do. Crafting and clutter definitely go hand in hand. I think anything, and clutter goes hand in hand. It seems anymore. All right, so one of the next ones. Let me move this out of the way so I can get here. One of the next ones that is really cool is the Mary Poppins Funko Pop. This is so cool. There are two of them. There's Mary Poppins on the rodeo, on the carousel, the rodeo, you know why, on the carousel horse, and there's also one of Bert. And I'll just show you the box. You'll be able to see the Funko much better when I take it out of the box. But this is really cool. This is absolutely beautiful. I'm a little bit like a lot of the people that do other reviews on these, not exactly sure why they put it in such a big box. The Funko would have easily fit in a standard box, but if you know Funko, if they put it in a little bit bigger box, they charge a little bit more for it. But I was able to get both of these on Price Lock, which was good because they came through Hot Topic. So Hot Topic, I've never had a problem doing pre-orders with. They've always come through just fine, and the price is locked in there because when the demand on these changes, they definitely change the price. That is a guarantee. We're already seeing that on some of the Walt Disney, the ones that are Walt Disney himself. So this is a beautiful Funko Pop. The detail in it is incredible. If you're a Mary Poppins fan, you would absolutely love this Funko. One of the interesting observations that Susie made was, boy, you cannot turn her head. She is right up against the pole on the carousel horse. But I guess when it comes to Funkos, that's really about all you can do because they've got big heads. But it is so pretty. I love it. I love it, love it. I think they did such a great job on these. Like I said, the only if I had any complaint about it would be how close her head is to the pole because it's very close. As you can see, she's sitting side saddle, which is amazing. She's in that beautiful park dress that she had on in the movie, and this is of course the original, the OG, right? Mary Poppins, not the reboot, and she's on that beautiful carousel horse. So without further ado, then is to look at Bert. Let me keep Mary Poppins over here, and they're kind of heavy too. Here is Bert on his carousel horse, which is really cool. You see that just a little bit better. And all the Disney 100s, as you can see, have the 100 logo, and it's in platinum, of course, because this is the platinum anniversary. This is Funko number 299. Let me go ahead and take him out. There's something else I want to show you. This is part of what is called the Pop Rides series. The Pop Ride series has previously been theme park attractions that they have done, like the Mickey Mouse Gravedigger that's in the Dune buggy. That's a Pop Rides. I've here a while back. I got Susie the Minnie Mouse riding the flying elephants. That's part of the Pop Rides. They've got a Goofy riding an elephant as well. That's one of the next ones to get. That's part of the Pop Ride series as well. So I found it kind of interesting that it was kind of part of the Pop Rides. You know, I really don't think about it being a ride because they're. I mean, it's a carousel, but um, I guess technically you could say it's a ride. It's not really a Disney ride per se. They also have Mickey and Donald on the bobsleds from Disneyland as well. So let me get the funny thing is with the kind of hat that Bert's wearing. Sorry, you guys, for the noise. My goodness. Um, is that he kind of looks like a Dapper Dan. So here's Bert. And once again, same way with Mary, the pole is right there. But he is really cool looking. He is really cool. You can see some of the detail in him. But he looks really cool. One day you got to share the story about what and how you got started on Mickey Mouse and the whole franchise. Separate video. Oh yeah, I know. I'm so noisy. Oh, you know the seeing it rethemed to Mary Poppins would be really cool, but there's so much backstory to the carousel with Cinderella's castle. I don't know. I don't know. It would kind of mess up with it would kind of mess up with it because I don't. You know, it's not just a carousel. I don't know if you ever realized it, but if you are on what we consider to be the backside of the castle, the non-Main Street facing part of the castle, that is actually the entrance into the castle that guests would arrive in. Is that backside? That's the reason why you go through. They look like the spires over by Fantasyland. You go through those spires up there, and then there's the carousel. What that carousel is representing are His Majesty's or Her Majesty's horses and their soldiers coming out. It's the symbolism of them coming out of the castle to greet the guests. So that's kind of part of the whole uh, tone that's being set there. So this is what they look like together, which I think is cool. So very cool. I'm going to keep them unboxed because now that I'm showing them out on the stream here, I will go ahead and put them out on display here at the house. But they are just beautiful. They are probably going to be, other than the Waltz themselves, my favorites. They also have, they even with detail, they have horseshoes. Becca couldn't get over the fact that the horses have horseshoes. There, you can't on Mary's horse. They're not. I mean, you can see them, but they're actually a different color on Bert's horse, which is kind of neat. They really stand out. So that's pretty cool. That is pretty cool. All right, let's see what we got next. All right, next we're working on. This is now she is not technically part of the 100 series, but I wanted to show her tonight because she is just so cute. How many of us love Clarabelle Cow? When you think about the 100th anniversary of Walt Disney Studios, you cannot exclude Clarabelle Cow. And I'm hoping that they're going to do a Clarabelle Cow and a horse collar for the 100th. I'm so hoping that they will in sepia or black and white because that would be really, really cool. But here is Clarabelle Cow. And if you guys are like me, I just absolutely love her character. And I love her character in that she's part of the parades now, which is really, really cool. When I saw this Funko, it is actually a Comic Con, a New York Comic Con exclusive from last October, is when she was released. She's limited edition. Like I said, she's not part of the 100th anniversary, but she should be. And I'm hoping that she will be. But she is so cute. And she has a base, but she doesn't need it. She's got big enough shoes. But look at her. She is so cute. I just absolutely love her. She even has like the bun on her hair, on her head there, which is really cute. You can see her eyelashes. She is just precious. There you go. The camera caught up with it then. I thought she is just the best. How did you get a New York City Comic Con Funko? I actually, this one came through um, Hot Topic. Hot Topic had Clarabelle. Yes, I am so glad she is in the holiday parades. Cow version of Goofy, sorry. Well, and she's supposed to be. I mean, she really is the cow version of Goofy. And in the original, if you'll go back to the 1920s and the 1930s shorts, she and Goofy and Horace Horsecollar were main players in those shorts. And uh, Goofy, they tried to reinvent him. They changed him, and they changed him all the way up through the 60s. They kind of changed him again in the 80s and 90s. Finally, they got him back. Now he's a completely different animation style now again. So they keep messing with Goofy, and but Clarabelle, she is right there in the early days. In the early days of Mickey Mouse, there was Clarabelle, and Clarabelle, Horse Collar, and Mickey, and then Goofy would come along a little bit later. But yeah, they're just so cute. But I love her. She is just really, really neat. She's definitely one of my favorites in my collection now, because I really never expected to have a Clarabelle Funko Pop. I just didn't think that maybe they thought she was worthy of a Funko Pop. He looks strung out on Runaway Railway. Well, he does kind of have a strung out look under the new animation style, although he is very hilarious. He's kind of funny. But people that are uh, diehards on those things, they get kind of rowdy. Okay, so talking about Goofy, here is the 100th anniversary of Goofy. This was a Target exclusive. I ordered this from Target.com. I didn't wait for it to come in the stores because I kind of thought that our stores around here probably wouldn't get him anyway. And so here's Goofy, and he is black and white, like he should be for the era that they are depicting. Let me see here. Oh, let me see. I have moved. Hold on just a second. Well, I have moved my other one. That's all right. So here he is, and like this is number 1310, and here's the back. One of the neat things that they do is they put on the back of the box really what like I showed with Elsa, what that particular Funko is trying to embody, the moment that they're trying to embody, which is really, really cool. So let's get him out of the box. I've got a couple more that I was going to show you that for some reason I'm not finding them right here. Oh, there he is. I found that one. But Goofy is great. I'm actually going to leave him out of the box because I'm going to put him up here with my Plain Crazy and my Mickey and Minnie. So here is Goofy. This is Goofy from the 20s. This is he was 30s. I correct myself, 30s. He was actually made his debut in 1932. So this is based on the 1930s Goofy, and you see he has his tail, and he is an anthropomorphic dog. That's how Walt Disney describes him. He is an anthropomorphic dog. Whereas Pluto is a true to life dog sidekick of Mickey, but not Goofy. Goofy's different. So I know we've got a lot of Goofy fans out there. He really gained a lot of renewed popularity on the Goofy movie, which is really cool. Oh, you want to do a side by side? Okay, let me get Clarabelle back out again. Whoop, as Clarabelle takes a nosedive. Oh my goodness. Aren't they great? They're just crazy. I just love them to death. So when you get into these shorts around 33 and 34, the Mickey shorts, and you can find those on YouTube. You're not going to find those that far back on Disney Plus. You will find them, and they're so neat to watch those old ones. Now we'll go ahead and tell you that culturally, a lot of stuff has changed since the 20s and 30s. So if you're easily offended by some stuff, you might not want to watch some of these because they're, yeah, they deal with the hard truths of our history. But that's really cool. That's a great idea, Crazy Catwoman. Thank you, putting them side by side. And plus, too, you can see that one's color and one's black and white. Let me show you now the Donald Duck. I'll set these aside because here is the Donald for the 100th celebration. He is Funko 1309. And he is actually a Target Con exclusive with Funko. Donald was established in 1934. So 2 years after Goofy was created. Here I'm making all that noise again. Some of these are latched in there really, really well. He comes with a base. No, he doesn't. He doesn't need a base at all because he's got those flippers. But so here, let's put Donald. We'll put Clarabelle in the middle. So we'll put Donald and Clarabelle and Goofy together. The really neat thing, and you can't really see it on the, well, no, you can. You can see it pretty good, actually, is that if you look, that Donald is a little bit different color hue than Goofy is. He's a little bit more of a sepia color, more so than a true black and white. But true to form, when Donald was first introduced to the world, he had a really long bill. So they've elongated his bill, because if I put him next to the Mickey and Friends Donald, which I've got put away, I can't get him out, the bill is noticeably shorter by about a half an inch. So they really tried to capture, because it was really long. If you look at the early shorts of Donald, it was his bill is really, really long. So they tried to capture that, but keep it within reason. Yes, no kidding. Right now they're kind of everywhere. What Goofy's wife would look like minus the horns. Yeah, kinda. And the big nostrils. What is funny is when you think about, these were IB Works, and these are IB Works and Disney, and you kind of see the very similar animation styles through them, which is really, really cool. I just love that. I think that's just the coolest thing. I do have, let's see, I do have another one, but he has gone AWOL on me. I had to move some stuff around the other day, and I think I moved him. But I have also the Walt Disney. Cannot believe he's like vanished over here. Holding the Dumbo and Timothy dolls. Oh my goodness! I thought I had him picked out over here, but he's not. He is not. Yeah. Oh well. That'll be for another Fun with Funkos night. But I thought you guys would enjoy these. These are really, really cool. All right. One of the other, part of the 100th, of course, has been Oswald. And here is Oswald the Lucky Rabbit. It's kind of hard to put him on the camera fully because he is, let me see. This is what are called VHS covers. Now, he is technically not a VHS cover because there never were VHS covers of Oswald the Lucky Rabbit. But this is based on one of the shorts called Rival Romeos. And you can actually go look on YouTube and find that particular short. It's called Rival Romeos. And back in the day when Oswald the Rabbit came into existence, they were silent films. So there's no talking. It's just music. But they're really, really cool. I love Oswald. He's got a great expression on his face here. He's playing his banjo. He's trying to woo his lady, okay, in this short. But he has some competition that comes up. So they start singing to her. And it turns out to be quite a debacle. But it's really, really cool. I encourage you, go on YouTube, look up Rival Romeo's Oswald the Lucky Rabbit, and watch it. Those shorts are like 6 or 7 minutes long. They're not very long at all, and it'll be fun. It'll be fun, and you'll truly appreciate um, the animation that was used there. And this is just a cute Funko Pop. He goes along with this Oswald as well as the Chase Oswald. So this is all of the 100th anniversary collection as it's been released so far for Oswald. I'll try to get these where you can see them as they released for Oswald the Lucky Rabbit, which is really neat. And the two, if you guys remember, the two Oswalds that are on the front here, they came from the Hot Topic store, and I was able to get the Chase as well, and that's just kind of like the bonus, right? What the world needs now is more creative forces like Walt Disney was back. Yeah, exactly. Walt Disney Studios needs to be more creative. Instead of redoing all these live actions and all this kind of stuff, is just getting kind of ridiculous. I share the link, but can't. Okay, I'll tell you what. If Lena can share it, Lena, if you could share the link to that, if you could find it, it's called Rival Romeos, and it's Oswald the Lucky Rabbit. So anyway, that's really cool because that kind of gives you an idea of that. This is what Disney Studios is doing. Funko is doing for the Disney Studios 100th anniversary, as it relates to Oswald the Lucky Rabbit. And I cannot believe it's over. It is over here somewhere, and I thought I had pulled it, but I can't find it. But the newest member of the Walt Disney Funkos. My goodness! If you'll give me just a second, let me see if I can locate him over here on the side. He's got to be over here. Nope, but I keep finding all of my Golden Girls Funko Pops. No, next week. Yes. Huh. Well, Walt is hiding. Well, I anyway, I'll just have to show him next time because he has I don't know, he has decided to disappear on me. I don't know where he has gone. I thought I had him here next to me, but that was not. Oh yeah, here he is. Here he is. Okay, I knew I tell you what, I've lost my mind, but I didn't think I lost it yet. Here we go. I knew I had him pulled. All right, so here is this is the latest Walt Disney release of Walt Disney himself, and he is holding Dumbo and Timothy. Look at here, and the plushes of Dumbo and Timothy, based on this photo that was taken of him. Now, what is really cool is the color of this photo is more of a sepia rather than black and white, and they recreated that same color tone on the Funko. But look at this. This is incredible. I really, of course, you guys know, to have the Walt Disney Funko Pops themselves is just really, really cool. This is beginning to form a full compilation of these, because before there were no actual Walt Disney Funkos. But they released the one of him holding the Mickey plush, and then for the 100th, they also have released the one of him holding the sketch of Steamboat Willie. Look at the skin tone differences in them. And really, the skin tone differences are pointing to that different era of time. Because if you're looking at the one, let's see, I guess that would be on your left. That is 1920s. That would be the early drawings of Steamboat Willie. So that would be the 20s. You move a little bit further into the 40s with the middle one, and then you get to the end here where he's holding the Mickey plush, and that's more into the late 50s, early 60s. So you see the difference. His hair color is different. The texture, the tone. I'm not texture, but the tone of the flesh is different. So that's just really really neat. Hey Cherie, good to see you tonight. Hey Pam, good to have you in. So yep. So this looks really cool having them together. Of course, they'll all go up on this shelf back here. I've got to redo my shelf. I've got some flower and garden stuff to get put up there. So here's everything from tonight. Let me take these down because these were not technically tonight. So we had Donald, and we had Clarabelle. Move Clarabelle over here. We'll put Walt there at the front, and we had Goofy, and we had Mary Poppins, and we had Bert. Who else did we have tonight? Oh, we had Elsa, but I've already put Elsa away, and we had Minnie, but I've already put Minnie away. So here are the ones that are still out because these are going to go on display here in our cabinet here whenever I finish up. So let me see if I can get them out here. So there they are. There they are to tell everybody hello. But they're great. They're great. And I have been really excited about this 100 series. I'm not big on necessarily completing a whole series of them, but the 100th I've really tried to get as many of them as I can. There are some more, like I said. There's Tiana's on the way, Cinderella's on the way, Aurora hopefully will be on the way soon. Yeah, Clarabelle. See Clarabelle, isn't she great? And then there will be some more. I think they're going to be releasing some more of the VHS covers for the 100th, which will be really really cool. And I think that's everything as of right now for the 100. Awesome Lazy Susan, right? This is a Walmart Lazy Susan. And I thought, what a good way to kind of show off the Funkos on a Lazy Susan, right? I think it says from your mother's house or something like that. But I saw it and I was like, oh, there's a way we can turn to Funkos. So you guys can see them a little bit better here. So the Facet Mini one that I showed you guys, she'll go to Susie's office and be part of her Minnie and Cinderella. The Cinderella one will go there as well. So Susie has a Minnie Mouse and Cinderella collection in her office at her library, which we're actually going to be putting the 100th anniversary Funkos on display at the library next month as part of the 100-year celebration. But I want to get a few more of them in before we actually put a display up there. But we're kind of on this wave, we're kind of coming to an end on them. They'll be releasing. I think they got one to release in April, one they're releasing in May. I'm sure this fall there will be another big release like there usually are. So here we go. So that's it there. I always say Christmas party parade when I see Clarabelle. Oh yeah, I know. Me too. And Funkos out of the box. If so, you could cut out all the images from the 100 boxes and make a collage. Oh, that's cool too. If I have a box, if so, you could cut out all of the images from the 100 boxes and make a collage. That's a cool idea. Yeah, that's a cool idea. I One of the things that I'm doing is I'm going to be doing Instagrams with them. So I have them out of the box to do that. I've gotten some backgrounds for my backboard, and I want to do some reels with them. But look how cute Clarabelle is. It's like the camera even likes Clarabelle. But yeah, that's what we were talking about, Cherie. We love that Clarabelle is part of the Christmas party. That's really, really cool. All right. So there we have it. So there are our Funkos for tonight. I hope you guys have enjoyed that. Sorry, there's a little bit of confusion as to trying to get all the pieces and parts put together. I've got like a sea of Funkos over here to my right. I've got a sea of them over up here. And yeah, I had to move some of them around this week. I'm rearranging some stuff over in this corner of the Mickey room so that I can actually put a display cabinet over here for all of my Funkos, which would be really really cool because I kind of had them up here. I have them over here. I have them back here, over here. So yeah. They're kind of everywhere right now. But it's great. It's great. They're really cool. I love them. It's really something neat to collect. So by collecting Funkos and collecting pins, that's pretty much what we do. That's pretty much what we do here. Um, yeah, it'll be a cool replay. Of course, you'll get to see me trying to find Walt. I just made out like a bandit at my Disney outlet store with some 50th. Oh, nice. Nice, Cherie. That's yeah. The 50th stuff's going to be going to the outlets. I'm glad that we're going to be at Walt Disney World at the very end of the month when all of it ends. So hopefully some of that stuff will be rolling in. Becca has her Instagram channel, New Emos on the Go, and I ordered her an outfit today from Shop Disney because right now Shop Disney is doing 30% off sale wide for orders over $150. So what we did is we had a couple things that Susie had wanted, and Becca wanted a new emo thing, and we had stuff that we knew we were going to get when we go to Flower and Garden. Well, with it being 30% off plus free shipping, it was actually cheaper just to order it from Shop Disney than to get it at the park. And now we're not going to have to haul it around the park. I ordered it this afternoon, and I already got the shipment notice on it, so that was pretty cool. So it's like 30% off of 150 or more, 20% off of 100 or more, and I think it's 10% off 50 or more. And then of course there's free shipping too with that. So with most of it. So check out Shop Disney. They've got a lot of stuff. They got some of the 50th merchandise still there. Maybe the cups won't be painted. Oh, no kidding, no kidding. I hope not. I have like the yeah. Hopefully they're ceramic because I haven't seen them in person. But I got the Oswald Cup I have seen in person. The Oswald Cup I've got it coming because it was site wide. The discount is site wide, guys. So it's not just. I mean, it's everything. It's based on how much you spend, not on particular products. So I got a couple pins that I had been looking at that I would get 20% off at the park. I was able to get 30% off. So hey, 30% is 30%. So that's pretty cool. When we go to Disney, I can't wait to see the merchandise for Tron. That's going to be really cool. I like what we've been previewing, and that'll be really neat to see. We were actually going to try to be down for the first Happily Ever After. We still have a park reservation made, but Susie has a meeting, a mandatory staff meeting for her region on that Monday, and so we're not going to be able to go. But we're actually leaving the Sunday before. So I'm like, it'd be awesome if they would do maybe an early Happily Ever After thing before the actual opening of it while we're down there. That'd be kind of cool. But some big things are happening at the parks, which is neat to see. It's exciting. I can't wait. I cannot wait to see Epcot get finished up. That'll be fantastic. Things are looking beautiful at Flower and Garden, and I will go ahead and tell you, if you're going to go to Flower and Garden, I would suggest going this time of year or in April. May's pretty good too, but by the end of May, going into summer, I know they've extended it again this year through July. It's ridiculously hot, and I'll be honest with you, the flowers and stuff and the butterflies start feeling the effect of Florida summer heat. But if you go in the springtime, the butterflies are everything to me. This is my opinion. It looks a lot more vibrant. So if anybody wants to know when to go see Flower and Garden, which is an amazing festival, by the way, it is. The art festival is our favorite. Second is Flower and Garden. There's a lot of great displays there. There's a lot of stuff happening, and that's just when the horticultural services of Disney shines. So I can't stress it enough. Try to make that festival if you can, but I would go, end of March, April, May, but June, July, it gets really, really hot. We made a lot of vacation changes. So you said. I'll tell you what, you're just going to have to wait and send me your final itinerary as you're leaving your yard. Because if you guys don't know, we're going to be meeting Lena and Sam at 4th of July. And we're going to be there from like the 2nd. I think I told you, the 2nd through the 5th, whatever. It'll be like 3 days. And but we can't make park reservations yet because we have park reservations for week after next. So that consumes our park reservation limit until that stay, and then we can make more after that. But yeah, it's going to be great. We're actually going to be going to Beaches and Cream, and we're going to do the kitchen sink Sunday. I'm excited about that. I love it. The food at Beaches and Cream I really like too. They have a fantastic Reuben sandwich. They've got a what is it, a Philly steak sandwich? Is it a Philly steak sandwich there that Susie got last time that was really really good. Pamela says if I ever get the opportunity to go to Walt Disney World, I'll definitely do Flower Garden Festival Art. Yes, absolutely. Yep. And you got to come down. I know it's a long way from Illinois, but it'd be great if you and your family could come down for a trip. That would be really cool. Um, if it wasn't quite so long between festivals, it would be neat to do like the last of Festival of Arts, move into the Flower and Garden, but you'd have to be here. It's only like a 2 week span, but when you're on vacation, 2 weeks is a long time, especially at Disney. Are you all going in November? Yes, yes, we will go in November and December. We always try to be there for the beginning of the Christmas stuff, and we're usually try to be there in December for Christmas in general. This year, we may be doing some Christmas stuff down there. Not this year, we really didn't, but this year we're thinking we may do that. Yes, Christy actually did that. You're right, Lena. Christy actually did that. She stayed over between the two festivals. And if you can do that, that's great because you get the end of one and the beginning of the other, which is really cool. And you get a lot of and they got they got one of the marathons right there in the middle. So if you're going for the marathon, you're actually able to catch that bridge there. Yes, over Christmas. Yes, we are kind of nailing it down and see what we're going to do. Um, Christmas is kind of changes up in our family these days because every what do they say? The only thing constant is change, right? And it keeps changing. I can't figure out if we're going in November. Well, all I know, Sherry, is we miss you by like a week every time. This last trip before, we missed you by a week and a half. I think this trip we missed you by like 3 days. So yeah, bring me on again and we can chat. Yes, absolutely, we can do that. You want to chat now? You want to chat now? I can bring you in. Let me see. Oh, you always have to tell me how to do that. Lena says, "Bring me in now, and we can chat." So Cherie, we got to meet you. You met everybody but us. I know. I got to send you the link. That's why I have a. Hold on a minute. Da-da-da-da. Hold on a second. Da-da-da. Private chat. How do I do this? Oh no, this is crazy. Why can't I just send it to you through a private chat? Why do they make this so hard? Oh my goodness. Oh, let's see. Messenger. I can't do it through Messenger because I got to log in. How do I do this? Oh, come on, Lena. How do I do this? Click invite guest and send me a link. Instagram. It doesn't give me an Instagram. It only gives me Gmail, an email, and Facebook Messenger. Hold on a minute. Let me see if I can. Ah, hold on a minute. I'm trying, Lena. I'm trying. Let's see. They ought to have it to where you can send it through Instagram. I don't know why they don't. Um, yeah. Actually, hold on a minute. If you guys are watching this live stream, this has been like a interesting series of unfortunate events. Hold on a minute. This is crazy. We're getting there. I promise. I gotta log out, log in because I'm in a different account here. Okay. Do you think maybe I can send? All right. I'm gonna go in here. I'm going to share. I'm going to copy the link. No, that'd be to the stream though. That's not going to bring you in. How do I do this? I've done it before, but I usually do it before we're live. I can. It'll only let me send it to you through Gmail or email. Let me see. All right, y'all. You see how incompetent I can be with this stuff. All right, let's see. copy. Let me see. All right, I think I got it, Lena. If I do it through my phone here. Hold on a second. Hold on a second. I just got your call, but I just. All right. All right, got it. All right, I sent Instagram. I figured out how to do it on the phone. All right, you can jump in as soon as you know when you're going. Yes, I will. I will let you know. I would like to maybe be down again this year for somewhere around Thanksgiving. We of course have the Sorcerer Pass now, so we have blackout dates. Depending on how they treat blackout dates from now on, I would love to be back at Magic Kingdom. We ate at Liberty Street. Okay, here's Lena. Hello, Lena.
Hello. Sorry, have
Oh,
I have some stuff on my face.
what do you have on your face?
A mask. I've got a big, huge friend that popped up.
Oh no! Don't you just love it? Let's
Always.
see. Oh yes. Okay, Kelsey wants me to show the facet mini again real quick. Hold on a second. She wanted her mom to see it.
Okay.
So yeah. So if I go through my phone, I can get it too. Try to do my computer. It only wanted to send it through.
At the bottom of your screen, there's it says mute, stop cam, settings, present, blah, 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 blah. There's a thing down there that says click invite guests.
Right, that's where I was.
If you click on it, and then you should be able to copy and paste from there.
Well, that's what I did, but it only gave me the. See, I'm not signed in Instagram on my computer. I'm only signed in Instagram on
That's
my phone.
why. If you're signed in through Instagram, it would let you do it that way.
Let me see here. Let me get back in. Let me extra camera. Let me see. Yeah. All right. All right. So here, let me get the. There are a bunch of us in here. So here's Facet Mini. There she is. She's so cute. I got a full house up here.
Everywhere you look. Oh, wrong full house.
Ah, doo-doo-doo. There she is. There she is. Yeah. Yeah, Kelsey said that her mom was watching and wanted to see the Facet Mickey, so Minnie. Hello. You got to see the Tinkerbell is great. Have you seen the Tinkerbell, Lena?
I have.
Yeah, she looks cool. Yeah, she looks really cool. I really hope that they bring that new Tinkerbell interactive thing to Magic Kingdom. That would be awesome.
Yeah, it'd be really good.
You're welcome, Kelsey. I'm glad I could help. So, so you keep changing your vacation plans.
Yes.
We're still on for Beaches and Cream, though, right?
Oh yeah, 100%. So we originally had been booked for Universal for 2 weeks.
Right.
And Sam and I were like, well, we were looking at park reservations today, to be quite honest. And we're like, well, maybe we can still do just a 3-day park ticket. A 3-day park ticket just to pay for the park ticket, because you can't put them on a payment option or anything. You can't make payments like you can with the package. $1,000 for 3 days. So, and I'm like, they don't charge at the Disney resorts anymore for parking.
Yeah, that's right.
That ended literally a week after we were there. A week after we were there, they stopped that.
Yeah, I know.
And so
that's how that's our luck too. Disney always does everything the week after, before we're not there. Happens all the time.
So we were like, I'm like, well, this is how much. What actually happened was we were talking about Christmas vacation, and that I'm trying to get him for the 5K, and making changes there. And then we were looking at it, and it's like, well, it's about the same price if we stay at Universal or if we stay at Disney, and we still have annual passes for Universal, so we wouldn't have to pay for parking and blah blah. So we decided that we're gonna stay at Disney for Christmas. So
Christmas proper or
Christmas proper.
Cool. Well, I know doing that this year, Meeting Santa, I love that stream. If you guys have not seen Lena's vlog on Meeting Santa, that was really, really cool. I did not know they did that.
At Maria and Enzo's.
Yes, I did not know they
That
did that.
this was the first year that they've done it, and
Oh, okay. All right. I didn't
the
catch that.
yeah, it's the first year that they've done this at Maria and Enzo's. And I talked with the manager on duty that day because we actually did the last day. It was Christmas Eve. And she said that it's been fully booked the whole time they offered it.
Wow.
So we're crossing our fingers that they offer it again because we would do it again. It was great.
Yeah, I mean, it looks fantastic. It looks fantastic. I mean, Susie and Becca would enjoy, and I would enjoy that.
And I'm just like crossing my fingers. It's a little warmer this year. So I don't stand in the line at.
Wow, I tell you what, we had all of our winter at Christmas.
I know. I was
Now
there.
it's been cold. Now I'll tell you, it's 52 outside right now, and 52 and raining in Florida is pretty cold. I mean,
It is. I agree.
It's. I went out. I hauled trash today, and it was like bone chilling. I mean, it goes into your bone. So we've had cold weather. It's going to be 41 tonight. So it's or 43 tonight. It was 41 last night. So we're going through this weird fake spring thing. So everything bloomed, and now it's dying back because some of it can't tolerate the 40s.
Right. Well, it's currently 31 here, and it feels like 31.
Yeah, no doubt.
So then I was like, "Hey, honey, I priced out our summer vacation," and he's like, "Okay." And I'm like, if you figure in that we have to pay for, it would cost us $300 to park at Cabana Bay for the 2 weeks.
Wow.
And I'm like, if we were to do a 10-day ticket at Disney, he's like, well, why don't you look at just a 5-day ticket? And I'm like, okay. And then I was looking at the 5-day and the 10 because you can see them all in that little strip.
Right.
And I did the math and I went, hey, honey, it's a $200 difference between a 5-day ticket and a 10-day ticket. He's like, okay, priced it at a 10-day ticket.
Isn't that crazy?
So, when you figure in what we were going to pay in parking and whatnot, it's only, what was like $600, $600 or $700 difference between staying at Cabana Bay or staying at Disney. So
now you start planning your vacations for folks to know too. Is if you guys don't know, Lena is a travel agent. So if you are thinking of traveling, touch base with Lena. She can get you hooked up.
And I get gifts.
But you use Disney gift cards too, don't you, to help?
I do. We have a Sam's Club. We have a Sam's Club membership, and we typically, for the most part, do increments of $500 at a time. And a $500 gift card at Sam's only costs $485.
Okay, so you get 15. Okay, so see, we have Sam's membership too now. We had it years ago, let it expire, but we just renewed it a couple months ago.
And they have different increments.
That was Sam's that you did that.
Yeah, it's Sam's. We budget $500, even though we're only spending $485, and we'll either go to Kroger, which here it's Dillon's, and you can buy gift cards from $5 up to $500. And we can buy a $15 gift card. So essentially $500 would get us $515 in gift cards. Or we'll take I have a bulletin board. Sorry, my messy desk. They're on the wall.
Sam, are you okay? I hear you coughing.
Are you okay?
I'm okay.
Let me see Sam. Let me turn the camera back around. Let me see Sam. Hey Sam, how's it going, man?
Doing?
It's going. Living the dream, man. Living the dream.
Every day.
This is where we've been all day, is planted on opposite ends of the couch with our big fuzzy blanket.
Well, we watched movies today. Yeah, we watched The Haunted Mansion.
But I'll take and put that $15 in an envelope and tack it up on my bulletin board, and sometimes we'll let it accumulate and then just buy another a bigger gift card at Sam's, because they have different amounts that you can pay for. The higher the value of card, the better the savings you're getting.
Okay.
And then at the holidays, which we really like, they have a $200 gift card that's like $192 ish, I think, is about what it was.
Okay,
And
so
we
yeah, that would
typically
be a better savings than the 15 off 5. Then yeah.
and so typically we budget $200 per day for food. And
Right.
so when we go at Christmas, we're able to pick up $200 gift cards and just throw them in our envelopes, because we just use regular letter envelopes.
Yeah.
And I'll write down the date every day, gets an envelope, and then we just buy the gift cards and stuff them in there. They
That's
go
a
in a
great
Ziploc.
idea.
They go in a Ziploc bag in our luggage. And then we have, because the ones that Sam's or at Dillon's are just like the red ones with the Mickey on them, like the generic ones. But what we do is we have the fancy ones that you can get, like this one is a Moana one.
Right.
And,
I like
and
that.
on the back, and I'm covering it up, it's got like a barcode on it.
Okay, gotcha.
What we'll do is we'll take a couple of these with us, and we'll transfer in the Disney gift card wallet. We'll open up the gift card, transfer it onto this one, and we take this with us, because when you mobile order, you can actually scan that barcode from your phone to mobile order in the parks.
Oh. See, these are tips. Okay. See, that's a tip and trick you might want to do a video on. That's pretty cool.
I have.
How did I miss it? I try to watch all your stuff.
I haven't done a travel agent tip video in a while, because
Okay,
so
because
many
you did them on Thursdays, right?
those typically are Thursdays. I may have to revisit that one. But yeah, that's how we budget for food, is everything goes on Disney gift cards.
Did you see the gauntlet that Pamela just threw down?
Yeah, Pamela says, by the way, next trivia night, Sam, you are going down.
Okay.
He says, okay. But yeah, so we pay for our Disney vacations pretty much just in Disney gift cards.
Which that is cool. And I'd forgotten that it was Sam's. We're gonna do that. We're gonna start doing that, because yeah, you're making money by doing that. I mean, $15 is $15 at Disney. I mean, you know.
And if you figure, we typically make $2,000 a month payments, roughly, $500 per paycheck. That's $60
right
that we're saving.
Yeah.
We can either buy gift cards and make extra payments, or we can hold on to the cash, buy a discounted $50 gift card at Sam's and load that in, because maybe we know, hey, on such and such day, we know we want to do on one of our Epcot days, we want to do 9 Dragons. But we also know that we're going to be doing a Flower and Garden Festival that day, and we know we're going to spend a little bit more. So we'll put an extra $50 in the envelope. And what's nice is that whatever we don't spend at the end of the day is still left on that gift card.
Okay.
Then we just add it just rolls over to the next day. And then at the end of the day, when we go back to our room and we're adding that next day's gift card on there, whatever, like say we had $25 left on Monday. So on Tuesday, if it's just a normal day, we've got $200 budgeted, we'd actually have $225.
Right.
Because it was a rollover. And then on the last day of our vacation, when we're getting ready to go, like after we've eaten, whatever's left on that gift card will be a payment onto our next Disney trip.
That's a great idea. That is a really neat way of doing it. And man, you need to do that. You need to do a revised video so that it pops up as a current video, because that is cool.
These are the best thing that you can buy if there's a festival going on.
Right.
They sell them. This one was from Festival of the Holidays, and we
Right.
have one for Flower and Garden, and we have one for Festival of the Holidays, and we each get one. And we put aside money because the thing about the Disney gift cards is once it's on there, like we learned this the hard way because I didn't realize this. This was before I was a travel agent. Once you put money on a gift card, you can't go, oh, well, I want to take $25 off of this card and move it to a different one. You can't do that. Once it's there, it's there.
Yeah.
So Sam and I will put back cash because you can only pay for these with cash or a debit card. You get these at the festival, the merchandise booths.
Right.
And we like them because we will put money specifically for the food festivals on here because, like, I can't eat seafood. So if Sam wants to eat, like, scallops, I'm not going to eat it. And we both have decided that that shouldn't have to come out of our main food budget. And so what Sam does is he'll put it on and he'll actually tuck it up under like this. So because in theory, if you just have it hanging and you don't have this little thing right here, again, it's got a barcode on it. Somebody could, in theory, take a picture of your gift card and use it without you even knowing it.
That's right.
So Sam just tucks it up under like this and wears it like this.
Yeah.
And then all he has to do is untuck it, scan it, and go.
They did something this year for Festival Holidays. I don't know if there was no signage about it, nothing, at least while we were there. But if you used a credit card, debit card, or your gift card, your festival card, you got 10% off the food.
Yes.
Didn't have a clue until I went to the first one and I went to hand them cash because I normally pay cash at the little kiosk. She says if you use a card or your gift card, there's a 10%. I was like, well, yeah, okay, but because they didn't do that, they've never done that before, and there was nothing on the cash register, nothing about it. But I thought that was pretty. No, it was 15. It was 15%. It was 15%.
It was one of those unadvertised things that even the vloggers didn't talk about. It wasn't even anything we got even as travel agents, we didn't get an email about.
Wow.
That
was like, yeah.
I think it's, in a way, it's a deter. It's trying to deter people from carrying a lot of cash on them.
Yeah.
Because they sell, and we were watching, who was it? Mammoth Club? We were watching Mammoth Club, and they recommend that the same thing is to get these little gift cards.
Yep, they do.
And used to, the only place you could get them was at the water parks. And they weren't designed, they looked like just like a little mini gift card on the little bungee. Mm-hmm. But we each have two. We have one from Flower and Garden, and now we have one from the Festival of the Holidays. And then we'll take one with us just in case, because we get there so late, we may not get one for Flower and Garden. And so we'll take ours with us. And if we get new ones, great. If we don't, we still have one.
Yeah. I like the ones that they had for Festival of the Arts. I was going to get one and got busy and didn't, but I am going to get one for Flower and Garden.
It's one of and the minimum you can put on them is $25. So
have you? I've got this. This is a total. Sorry, total. I'm chasing a rabbit here for a minute. Hitchhiking Bones, Dawn, she's down right now. She'll be coming back, I think, on Monday. I think she goes back to Texas. But she's down at the parks now. And the other night on her stream, she had, because they're like us, they got a couple Magic Band Pluses. There's right at $50. She got these from Amazon.
Okay.
They're actually for Fitbits.
Mm-hmm.
But they work on their Magic Band as well. They're the same size.
Oh, okay.
So when the company that made them marketed them, on the back it actually says, package Magic Band Protector.
Nice.
But they're silicone, which is really cool because I don't know, every now and then mine will catch my wrist and pop it off.
Yep.
And I have found that I had never had a problem with that except my Magic Band Plus has popped off 2 or 3 times. Fortunately, I was standing right there when it popped off.
Right.
And so these came in from Amazon yesterday,
I'm
and
surprised that they're putting Magic Band on it because Magic Band is trademarked.
right,
And
I
Disney can
know,
and will end up going after them for that.
I know. I was like, and it's on. Oh, let me see.
Magic Band Protector. Wow. Wow. They are bold. They are bold.
Especially in light of the Mickey ears thing that has gone down over the last week.
Yeah.
Wow.
Um
How many Etsy shops are scrambling with that one?
well, I think more of the one that you're referring to, they're more in trouble because they were using Walt Disney World's address for their business address. They were using
Seriously, I didn't see that.
yeah,
What?
they were using their annual pass holder discount to go in and buy merchandise and then like cutting off the tags and reselling it as something they made.
Oh,
Yeah. And then they wonder why they got banned and are being sued. And there's
banned? They better be glad they're not going to jail.
that's still a possibility. I'm like,
That's
why would you do
crazy.
that?
That is crazy.
Yeah,
Says
this
they
one
actually
does
look like
kind of look
park
like a park button, Pamela, but they're different styles for the different holidays. Like the ones for
Yeah.
this year for Flower and Garden are like an oval.
Yeah, I kind of like them better.
Sam says he likes that one better. Hey, Sean,
Yeah,
maybe
It was a flower.
yeah, last year's was a flower. Yours is somewhere. I saw him the other day. What I may end up doing, Sean, is if they have them, message me when you're down there in a couple weeks, and I may just send you $50 and you can get to the post office.
Yeah.
Or hold on
Well,
to them for me
hey,
or
if it's
something.
something that time sensitive, I'll try to put a rush on it. Let me see.
No,
they
they had plenty left by the time we got there last year, and the Epcot is the first park we're gonna go to. So, we've got three Epcot days almost right in a row. We leave Kansas on the 30th of June when Sam gets off work. He'll come home. We won't be, in theory, trying to beat a snowstorm in June.
Oh yeah! Wow.
And then so he'll come home, get cleaned up. I'll take all the luggage will already be in the car because we will know that we're driving. And then he'll get cleaned up and changed and we'll hit the road. And
there it is.
are you doing something, Sean?
What?
Are you doing something?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I'm like, what is happening?
Do you see that?
Yeah.
That's the flower garden. Yeah. We got moved over. This is the one, of course, it has Orange Bird on it, so I'm all over it. This is the one I'm getting.
I thought somebody had taken over my computer.
Yeah, I did.
I'm like, because all I saw was this mouse going across it, and I'm like, what just happened?
That was funny.
Oh, I just freaked out. Oh my gosh.
Well, I was wondering. I'm like, why? Why are you worried about it? I didn't think about that you'd be watching me because I'm sharing screen, and now that you're on my feed, so you're seeing everything I do on my end. So yeah, you probably thought you'd been hacked.
I'm like, what is because it just. Oh my gosh!
Send me my poster and sticker sheets. Yeah, they're all over here. I didn't go to the post office today, but see this. I love the Orange Bird here, and so I'm like, yeah. I'll have to get one this time just because it's Orange Bird.
They also had a Snow White one too, I think.
Yeah, they do. Yeah, but
Um,
it's yeah, I really like the drawing that they used for Snow White for the festival.
mhm,
She's very
yeah,
pretty. I really like it. But it, Orange Bird. It's all about Orange Bird for me.
right. It's
So
all about Orange Bird. And so we'll get into Orlando on the 1st. And typically what we just get to our room, we unload our stuff. I will say that, and I don't think we even talked about this in our videos because we didn't even know it until we were packing up to switch resorts. We had decorated our window for Christmas, and outside on our window was, because you don't look at your own window because
right.
there was a blue ribbon that said housekeeping window decoration
Yeah, I
winner
want to win again.
or something like that, and we're
I
like,
went for decorating and I didn't do anything.
we're like, when did this there was nothing in our room. There was no like little note that said, hey, you've been chosen by housekeeping. We didn't know
I
about
didn't
it
decorate that much.
until we were packing up.
Not for
Literally, all we had on our window was some window clings and
Hey,
2 stockings
and a thing of garland.
and a thing of garland that was taped to the
that was
window.
more than most, maybe.
We're like, this is really sad, but we're doing more next time.
They
But
didn't give you a free snack or something.
there was nothing. There was no little note. There was nothing to indicate it was there. We didn't know it was there until Sam was taking stuff down. He goes,
What's that?
what's that? It was literally on the outside of our window.
It was on the outside, so
It was
somebody on the outside. Wow,
We're like,
that is hilarious.
And then we had ended up, and I took video of it, and I must have just been so annoyed that I deleted it. We were in an ADA compliant room.
Oh wow!
And so
I felt like Hagrid in the Shire.
2 different fandoms, dear. 2 different fandoms.
It fits.
Like, the bed didn't even come up to our knees. We kept running into things.
But they had a huge bathroom, right?
No.
No? What?
Well, that was decent size.
It was decent size, but it was still a bathtub. It wasn't a shower.
Really?
Yeah.
Because the ones I've done, I mean, we've actually been putting those before too, and they had like an enormous bathroom.
It had a stool in there for someone to be able to transfer, but it was still a regular shower with the stool like up on top of the shelf that you could pull down if you needed it.
Right.
But the room was, and I even said something to the manager on duty. I'm like, we're in an ADA compliant room. We don't need an ADA compliant room. He's like, well, that was when I had selected our room stuff. I had selected ground floor king bed. And apparently at the All-Stars, the only ground floor king bed rooms are ADA compliant rooms.
Maybe. See, I like ground floor rooms too.
So next time,
we don't have to deal with elevators.
Amen. So when we go in July, I will still select ground floor, but I will not be selecting a king bed.
No.
Because we'll end up in another ADA compliant room again. Oh, so be note of that, everyone.
Yes.
But,
yes.
Like, it was just, the whole thing was like highly comical. Like the little table that's in the room was on wheels, and you could like roll it around the room. It was
some
it was highly insane. Sam and I stood like when we walked in the room. We had been on the road since 4:00 the day before. We had been caught in horrible traffic between Atlanta and Orlando.
Yes,
and
you
we're
were
literally screaming at the people in the car. They're birds. You see them everywhere when you drive your car.
I know. The struggle is real.
Oh my gosh, we were literally screaming at people going down the highway. We're like,
That's
oh
us on
look,
I-75 every trip.
it's
Every trip.
it's
That's
a
us.
cloud. It's pretty. Drive your
I
car.
know. It is. It's the truth. Or one drop of rain and all the brake lights go on. You know, it's
Yes.
like it's
It's
madness.
rain. Let's keep moving along. So we were supposed to be in Orlando by 2. We stopped so that Sam could sleep a little bit. About 4 a.m. and that he slept for about an hour, so it pushed it to 3. We didn't get into Orlando until 6.
Wow.
We literally unloaded our car, looked at this room like, well, this just fits the last 2 days. Got some dinner and went to bed.
Golly. And you know, and it's like some trips are just like that. Even if you're just coming from Florida, 3 hours. I mean, it's supposed to be 3 hours. When you show up on Disney property 5.5 hours later, and you're going, what?
Yeah, exactly.
Really?
What has just happened?
We didn't stop. You know, yeah. It's well, we didn't stop for anything productive, but you know.
But yeah. So I'm going. Okay, hopefully we won't have to worry about some of the traffic. That we would for the holidays. It was literally, and Sam and I both said this. We're like,
hey James, good to see you tonight. Welcome
hey
in.
James. There was so many people, like, because the route that we take kind of takes us by the exit for the Kansas City airport. Because we drive up to Kansas City and then down. It's actually the fastest route to go. And there was so many people coming out of the Kansas City airport and St. Louis airport exits. We both are like, these are people whose flights were canceled, and they're like, forget this, we are driving.
Well, I don't know how it is further north, but I can tell you, I-75 and I-95 anymore here in Florida, it doesn't matter what time of year. It doesn't even matter anymore. It's like, I don't know if it's because more people work at home, more kids are virtual schooled, and more people just can go whenever. But the traffic has gotten ridiculous. It doesn't matter what time of day, and it doesn't matter the day of the week. It is crazy.
So we'll get it. We'll get in like at some point. But like at this point, it's just like we'll be there when we get there.
Yeah.
But
exactly.
It's like
you have to get that mindset that you'll just get there when you'll get there.
You can't you look at the times. Oh, it says we're going to be there at this time. Cool. Add about 4 hours.
Yeah, and for us it's an hour. Pretty much, if it has gotten to where if it's going to be 3 or 4 hours, add an hour. It never fails. We get down to the Ocala area, and it just goes crazy. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why that happens every single trip for the last 3 or 4 years. Every single trip.
And I apologize in advance. Peaches has been asleep like most of the day, and now she's going nuts.
I haven't even seen our little black cat.
She's
I've got to head out. I've got to eat dinner.
All right. We'll have to do a stream where we talk about vacation. And we need to, and I can send you a screenshot of what we've kind of got kind of tentatively planned.
Okay.
For the time frame that you're going to, it's a lot of Epcot, to be honest. We've got Epcot on the 2nd, Magic Kingdom on the 3rd, and then Epcot on the 4th and 5th. Because we wanted to...
You definitely, Epcot, like I said, Epcot for the 4th, because 4th of July fireworks at Epcot are just really, really good.
Mm-hmm.
We could do 3rd of July fireworks at Magic Kingdom.
Yep.
So we'll get the best thing. Epcot works for us too. Becca would stay at Epcot. Becca would just be at Epcot. Yeah, that's Rebecca, because she goes where the dolphins are and just hangs there for, that's what she likes to do. and she had a great opportunity. Did I tell you what a cast member did for her? When we were down for Christmas, well, it was the week before our blackout, whatever the week before Christmas, whatever it was. Becca went over to hang out with the dolphins, and there is one of the dolphins. We are convinced remembers her at this rate, because when she sits there for within a minute or two, that dolphin will entertain her as long as she'll sit there, and it is so funny
Aww.
to watch that dynamic. It's hilarious. Well, she had been there for some time, and 2 or 3 of the cast members that worked there came by and said, "Hey, look." They were asking her questions, and she was telling about the dolphins, different things like that. They said, "You want to go upstairs, and we'll show you behind the scenes?" And they took her upstairs over the aquariums where they do all the rehab. They have the rehab section. They showed her how they feed them. They took her over the scaffoldings, all over. Yeah, she got to see the whole inside workings of the seas.
Go,
And
Becca.
so Becca and I are at a watching the group over in Canada do their Christmas show.
Mm-hmm.
And she calls and says, "Where are you guys?" And we're like, "We're in Canada." And she is like, "This, where are you guys?" I mean, she's just like, and we're like, "Are you okay?" I mean, I thought at first she was like, she says, "Stay right where you are. Stay right where you are." So we're like, okay. Are you okay? And she says, "I'm fine. I'm fine. I'm fine." So click. So within 10 minutes, here she comes. We've got our live 360, 360. We see her zipping through the park, and she comes up and she is just shaking. I mean, she's shaking
Me
all
too.
over. And we're like, "What in the world?" She says, "You will never believe what just happened." And she started telling us, and there was a group sitting there hearing her, and they were like us. They were just so excited for her. But it was serious Disney magic moment. Okay.
Yeah.
For a teenager, 14, who is in the kind of Disney's fun but stage right now,
Yeah.
that was like a reinvigoration for her. I mean, it was just, that's all she talks about now, is about that experience.
What did Miss Price call it in Bed on Broomsticks? The age of not believing.
Yes, exactly. It is. And fortunately, she's kind of like Charlie and Stacy. They kind of went through that a little bit with Sophie and a little bit. It was just kind of like, no. But this like reignited a fire for her, and it was so cool. And so every now and then she'll just break out conversation. "Oh, by the way, so when we watched the last Animal Kingdom thing we watched, they were at Epcot and they did Living with the Seas." And so she's having me pause the video, and she's showing me where everything leads. And she's showing me, "Hey, this is," it was crazy. I mean, she was so excited about that.
Now
So,
you said something in the stream that before I got on that really intrigued me.
What's that?
You said you're going to be at Disney over Christmas.
Yes. We don't know. Well, it may not be Christmas because it depends on the blackouts.
Oh.
Yeah. Now, I don't know. They've been changing those, so I don't know. I don't know if they change it, or I don't know. So I don't know if it. See, okay, we have a tradition here that we're home for Christmas Day, but we can pack up Christmas Day night and go somewhere. But we are always home Christmas morning. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
We do Christmas Eve at church. Becca does her Christmas. We do stockings and all that. Just the 3 of us. Of course, my mom, she's now with dementia. She really can't come home anymore. And it's just the 3 of us. So what we would do years ago was, when Susie's mom was still alive in Lake Wales, we'd pack up that night and head down. But we're home on Christmas Day. So however we can work that, I don't know. It just kind of depends on how the blackout dates work. But I want to be down closer to Christmas, and I do want to be there for Thanksgiving this year. The way we did Thanksgiving here this year, I don't want to repeat that. Just for family, personal reasons. It's like,
hey, I get that.
It was Thanksgiving this year for me was an absolute emotional unraveling of the mind. I don't know. It didn't feel like Thanksgiving. It just didn't. It was our first Thanksgiving without my mom. being with
Yeah.
being in the mix, and it's just a lot. And it was just like, I
Hey,
don't want to do this next year.
I get
And
that.
so
I get
I've
that.
already told her. I told Susie back and said, plan to go somewhere for Thanksgiving next year, even if it's Cracker Barrel. I don't care, but it's gonna be it's not gonna be this. And
Sean,
so I don't
I
know about Christmas
understand.
yet. Mhm.
Every year, it's not, and it will never be right again.
No,
Like I 100% understand where you're coming from. We set the table for Thanksgiving, and Howard's not there, and
Mhm.
it's not right.
Yep. We'll
It's
see.
and you almost waiting for him to walk in the door,
Yeah.
and like it what like in your mind that it's not going to happen, but in your heart you're it will never be right.
I know it was so cool, Pamela. It was, and well, and the thing is, it's like my family was big on Christmas and Thanksgiving. We did stuff. My mom and grandma, we cooked and cooked and cooked. Okay, and then Susie's family was the same way, and so we would rotate years, Thanksgiving, Christmas, between families.
Mm-hmm.
Well, when my dad passed away, Susie's mom passed away unexpectedly 6 months later.
Mm-hmm.
Bam. So it was like we lost my dad, we lost her mom within 6 months, and then within less than a year, my mom went, eh, and her dementia went in full bore. I mean, it just went.
Yeah.
So I lost within a year. It's like I lost my mom and my dad. My mom is still physically with us, but she can't do anything with a family. She can't go and do anything. So this was the first year that my mom couldn't even be a part of Thanksgiving or Christmas. So I'm like, yeah, we will definitely continue our family tradition of being home Christmas Day, but like Thanksgiving, no, we're doing something else is happening. I don't know what it is, but it ain't what. Yeah,
We actually asked my dad for permission to not be home for Christmas. And when we started going to Disney for the holidays, he was like, "You can go. I don't care, but you will be home for Christmas."
yeah,
Then when I started working at the school instead of at the chamber, I have to go by my breaks or school breaks. Like
yeah.
I don't have any other option. I get 3 days off, and I can't take any more than
Hmm.
5 days consecutively off unless it's a break. And so I'm like, Daddy, when we were planning last year's trip, and then this year, it'll be the same way. I'll work the last day of school, which is a half day till noon. Sam's off that day on a Friday, and he'll pick me up after school's out, and we will hit the road to Florida. So, but with Dad's
Yeah.
blessing, as long as we're home for Thanksgiving. So,
But I'll tell you, it's like not to be Debbie Downer here on the stream, but I'll tell you what, when we lost our parents, that's like it changed everything,
yeah.
everything,
Well,
the whole it's like even though it's been 7 years since with my dad, and so it's been 6.5 with Susie's mom. We still kind of had my mom, so it kind of there was a little bit of a grounding still. But this year we didn't have her, and it was just like, yeah, it was just like, yeah. So so we're definitely retooling the holidays. But Christmas, I would love to be like go down Christmas night, like do Christmas here and then hit the road and
yeah.
go down and be at Disney. But I don't know how the blackouts are going to work this
Well,
year.
we found out
That's a fact,
Christmas
Pamela.
Eve
Yep.
about your mom.
Yeah.
Sam got a text on Christmas Eve that his mom had been admitted to the hospital on Wednesday, and that she wasn't doing well, and that we needed to come up and see her. Well, this has happened before.
Right.
We were pretty much estranged from her, and we had offered to come up and see her for Christmas, and she said, "No, I don't want you guys to come up here."
Because of
So Susie just said SeaWorld's a possibility. I didn't think about SeaWorld.
Because
all the sickness in the building she was
there was a lot of sickness in the building. I work at a school with a lot of sickness.
Yep.
And we're like, okay, fine. We'll come see you after the holidays. So Sam gets a text on Christmas Eve that his mom's been admitted and that we need to drive up there. And I'm thinking, we're in Florida. Like,
yeah, right.
And I'm like, okay, do we turn around and go back? He's like, no, we're not going to turn around and go back. Okay.
Well, so many times she's cried wolf.
Right. So many times she had cried wolf. And
I totally get that.
Then, like, the day after Christmas, he started getting random texts from people. Well, you need to come up and see your mom. You really need to come up and see your mom. I'm like, how are these people getting your phone number?
Right.
And he literally had to tell people, don't give out my phone number. So on the 29th, well, the 28th, he got a text from someone that they're like, if they're, we don't know the situation, something about, we don't know the situation between you and your mom, but your mom's holding on, waiting for you. If you can't make it up here,
a couple hours later,
or you don't want to, just call the hospital. Here's her room number. Whoever's in the room will answer the phone and have them put the phone up so you can talk to your mom. And Sam's like, okay. So we switched over to Universal on the 29th. And when we got our room text, which was about noon, we dropped off, we put our stuff in the room. I went to go eat, and Sam stayed in the room and called and talked to his mom. About 2 hours later, she was gone.
What? Yeah. I knew she had passed 2 hours.
2 hours after he called.
Wow.
She was literally waiting on him.
Waiting on him, yeah.
And he's like, I've made my peace.
Mm-hmm.
For the most part. But he's like, we promised her to go visit, and we will never get to fulfill that rain check.
Yeah.
And
that country song's just driving it in right now, you know.
And
be glad when that one leaves the radio.
She wanted to be cremated. She wanted her cousin to have her ashes. Somebody has photos for you.
What song was Sam talking about?
What song?
That's a country song on the radio that you can always write that rain check until you can't.
He doesn't know what the name of it is, but there's a line in it that says you can always write that rain check until you can't.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
So, he's like, he told, what was it, yesterday, I think? He's like, we always get each other gifts for holidays. And he's like, I know what I want for Easter. And I'm like, okay. He's like, I want a fishing pole so I can go out and go fishing, because that's something that him and his mom did a lot. So he can kind of fulfill that rain check by going out and doing something that he would have done with her.
Yeah, Till You Can't is the name of the song.
Yeah.
And so I couldn't think of the name of it.
Till You Can't, yeah.
Wow. But I know just drives it home right now.
Yeah.
So.
And, you know, and the thing is, I mean, we had my parents live right next door because I'm on our family homestead. But you still have all the woulda, coulda, shouldas. I mean, Susie and I had just spent an amazing spring break week with Susie's mom that week before. We were able to stay longer than we usually did. And you know, still woulda, shoulda, couldas. You know, woulda, shoulda, coulda. You know, you'll always have those. I mean, that's, yeah. It doesn't matter whether you were there or not. It doesn't matter. There are different levels of the woulda, shoulda, coulda. Always. I've discovered that. And there's some of those I've had to make peace with too, myself, even though I was right here but there's still the woulda, shoulda, couldas. Nope. Yeah. I know it. Always. Well, guys, I'm going to head out if that's all right with you. Go.
Yep, let's say you need to go eat.
Lance Reddick, it just popped on that Lance Reddick died.
Who's that?
He plays on played I guess Commanders Zavala in Destiny 2. But he played on the John Wick movies.
John Wick franchise. He died yesterday.
Yeah. Yeah. Huh. Just popped up. I guess it was yesterday he died. It was Quantum Break. Yeah, you know who I'm talking about now.
Yeah.
He was like it recently in something else that I had just seen. But yeah. It's like, wow, I had not heard that. That's crazy. Well, I'm going to eat chili.
Go enjoy your dinner. And like I said, we'll have to do a stream about vacation and kind of get some plans made. Like, so we'll plan to do Magic Kingdom at Epcot the 3rd and 4th together, and then you guys can do kind of whatever you want to do.
Sounds like a
yay.
plan.
All right, we'll catch you later.
All right. Later. Thank you, Lena, for joining us. Have a great night. You and Sam have a good night. Stay warm.
We will. You
Bye.
too. Bye.
Thank you, Lena, for hanging out with us tonight. And thank you, everyone, for hanging out with us tonight. Thank you, Pamela. You've held in there with us. We appreciate you so much. And we will have some chili now. That'll be good. All right. You guys have a great day tomorrow. And I'll be doing a trivia stream probably on Monday night. And I've got everything ready to go to the post office on Monday. So we'll get them out on Monday. All right. You guys have a great night. Never lose sight of this one thing, y'all. It was all started by a mouse. And we'll see you real soon. Bye, everybody.